Hello, it's me. Okay, let me get the TikTok going. We're gonna do a simulcast this morning. Thanks for coming to LRGA Curves. Make sure you smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, and you know what else? Ring my bell, ring my bell. That was a little flat. Let's try it again. From the top. Thanks for coming to LRGA Curves today. Make sure on your way in, you smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, and ring my bell, so you can get notified next time I upload a video. Okay? Okay. Yeah, that's my vibe. And thank you for coming through. Thanks for being patient with me this morning because your girl is running on Kairos God time. If you know, you know. Look it up, spelled with a K. Kairos is God time, and I am happy to be all right with God time. Here, let me first X out of everything on this other phone. Make sure I have all the images collected because, the Android, I just go live over on TikTok for. But this iPhone, I do all my media from. It's like my little studio, my handheld studio in my hand. I held it and have studio time. So, yeah, I'm like this all the time. In case you were wondering, I'm like this all the time. And I've been like this all the time. Like, I was that little girl that used to get pinched under her arm at church because I was fidgeting and talking too loud. Yeah, I was her. I was her. Uh-huh. And had we had letters in the era that I was born, I might have got some. But we didn't have letters. All they called my ass was fidgety. Fidgety. And you need to stop fidgeting, Leah. My real name is Leah. Um, Getting to know me, getting to know all about me. Yeah, Leah. So they were like, stop fidgeting, Leah, stop fidgeting. And but yeah, now I feel like Amanda Seals, where I'm a self-diagnosed letters. An adult self-diagnosed some letters. Yeah. There's some D's, some A's, a H, maybe a O. I'm not sure. Anyway, thanks for coming through the LRGA Curves today. I hope you're having a magnificent day because that's the day you deserve, isn't it? I mean, it all starts up here. As a man thinketh, so shall it be. As a woman thinketh, it is. So, while you're thinking thoughts and things, you might want to think good things and think that you deserve a good fucking day. Okay? Because you do. You deserve a magnificent day. Okay? I swear, I promise you deserve a magnificent day. Okay? Now, I'm not sure exactly what's going on with my voice because I feel like it's like, but we'll get along. Okay? Now, see, okay. So, TikTok live. It's 4:23 right now. How is everybody's 4:20? Speaking of fours with twos, how is everybody's puff puff pass? Huh? How was that for you? I hope it was magnificent. Mais oui. Magnificent. Mais oui. I'm just getting this TikTok together because we're doing a simulcast thing. Select from library. What's good, Joe? Can you sleep on live? I don't really do that. I see that there's a whole entire genre. People be having thousands of people in their live watching them drool at night and sleep, okay? I don't know what people, maybe it's because they can't. And so they watch what they covet. I don't know. I have no idea, Joe. But no, I won't be doing that, all right? Um, yeah, it's an interesting inquiry. Oh, let me put this on Do Not Disturb real quick. Put that up. Put this down. I hope I'm back. Hello. Today we're going to be talking about I decided this is going to be like villa talk, okay? Because all these things happen from the villa. I mean, we only have Van Carthens, Nicolandria Van Carthens, because of the villa, right? So, and now we have Beyond the Villa because we got Nicolandria and them from the villa. And I mean, they already had the series and everything, but it seems like the format is evolving and switching on Beyond the Villa, where instead of like focus on everybody moving to LA for something, they are living in their respective cities and doing life from there, and then like meeting up occasionally at different locations. So, anyway, let's get this started. Let's get it started in here. That's a little wet. Yeah, that was a little wet thing on my lip. Okay, so I have my images everywhere, and we're gonna talk about Pixie Landria. Let's start with Van Carthens. As always, let's start with some Van Carthening. As always, okay? Now, what's the angle on this one? It's a little... What's good, Bearing? Thanks for coming through. What is good? Good to see you. We're going to be talking about Villa Talk. Let me put the background up. That bougie girl, what's good? I hope you're having a magnificent day. So we were simulcast on my YouTube, at LRGA Curves on YouTube, at LRGA Curves here on TikTok. We also have The Larger Life here on TikTok. We also have The Larger Curves. We also have Larger.curves because they keep coming for your girl. They keep coming for your girl, okay? So I be having to make up alternate backup accounts and over here, okay? And it looks like they're coming for me over here on the YouTubes too, because I told y'all last time we saw each other a couple days ago, I told y'all how they've been tripping with the Olandra videos over here on the YouTube. Like they got a cousin visiting from TikTok, reviewing the videos all of a sudden, and everything Olandria is coming up sex and nudity. Really, bitch? Okay, we already talked about it. We don't have to start there, but we're there. We're definitely there. Now, I don't know if you can hear me. Microphone check, microphone checker. Microphone check, microphone checker. You know what that makes me think of? Is JD, of all people, Villa Talk. So this is all Villa adjacent. We know the Van Carthens because of the Villa. We had Love Island. They were in a villa. Now we have Beyond the Villa, and this is their lives after the villa. And it's highlighting in this particular season too, instead of being centered around the winners, people who made it to the finals or were somehow fan favorites. And so they are all being kind of featured on this show, and people who lost and who hooked up after the show and are now a couple are being like propped up as like the whole couple from the thing. And I mean, if you're doing all that, you could basically let Taylor and Clark be the center of it. Honestly, I'm gonna say it. You could just let Taylor and Clark be the center of it if you're gonna be propping up losers. I mean, it's not like that, but it's like TJ literally left empty-handed. Like how many days before the finale where Pepe and Iris made it to? So he lost because he got voted off. If you got voted off before the finale and you left with no money and you didn't make it to the semifinals, is my line. That's my line. Semifinals, you won. Semifinals, you're a winner. You placed. Everybody gets a prize at semifinals. You know what I'm saying? But the amount of people that have, you know, left before the semifinals and are now being like this redemption arc or something like that. I'm not really sure what's going on. Let's get our images up. Thanks again for coming through. Make sure you're smashing that like button, smashing the subscribe button. On your way in, go ahead and ring the bell so you can get notified next time we upload the videos and what's and knots and knots and what's. Now my bun is going to be disappearing on some of this. Where'd it go? Where'd it Where to go? Where to go? Okay, so I know over here, like I'm in the words. I don't really want to put you lower though. I need you right here. Yes, God loves you too. Thanks, Arian Plays Soccer. Jody Kanata says, yeah, that's the way I pronounce Canada. I know. I'm different. I'm from the Bay Area. We make up our whole own vernaculars all the time. Our whole vocabularies is off the chisels, okay? And that could be any insert here. I'm AAVE. So that could be a lot of different things. Now I have this cough. That's probably this voice, but we're good. So your ex left you a living trust, and you're wondering, has anyone been through this? 10.3 million in cash and a condo. You're so overwhelmed. That sounds like a good reason to be overwhelmed, Jody. Sorry for your loss. And yes, I do know about this. So if they left you a living trust and you're named as the trust beneficiary after that person has passed, then there should be explicit directions. Thank you. I am a licensed financial professional in California, in Texas, and like 6 other states. I didn't even remember off top. Anyway, so I can't answer this question, Jody Kanata. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for being here. So being left a living trust is actually very thoughtful of the person who set that up for you. And so kudos to them for establishing a vehicle for your generational wealth to continue in a way that's protected and tax advantaged ways where the money and the assets of that trust can be tax free, passed down to you instead of you getting those 1035s and all of that stuff, because you as the beneficiary should be able to access most of those assets, especially the cash portion, in a tax-free way. Okay, but you're going to have to talk to your local professional about that, and there should be a trustee who is now in charge of the living trust, who is supposed to follow the directions that were established by the initial benefactor. Okay, so that's just part of it. Again, sorry for your loss. I understand that this is a very overwhelming time. And look, you're very lucky to have had this put in place for you. And there are explicit directions that you now have access to as the beneficiary. So there's nothing to worry about. It's not a big freaking deal. You'll just read through the trust and you'll be able to see exactly what you have access to and the terms under which you have access to that. Okay. Now, if it's the kind of trust that says you yourself has to be like 25, married with 3 kids, and never been on drugs, then hopefully those things are true for you to be able to access the trust. Like I'm saying, there are explicit directions that were left by the benefactor of the trust, whether it's a living trust, a simple trust, an irrevocable trust, or a revocable trust. They all have explicit details that you, and instructions that you, the trustee, and anybody else will have to adhere to. So, no big deal. Um, yes, and been through it. Yes, yes, thankfully so. And anybody else, yeah, get at me in a DM, email me. I can let you know. I can help you set up your own trust. And we have access to like free trusts and free wills through our digital partners. So, yeah. And because, look, let me tell you this much. When you even get a trust from a lawyer and you pay that, well, it was 1200 at the beginning of the, it was like 1200 about 3 years ago. It was a good deal for a trust through a lawyer. And now it's about 1,500 to 2,000, 3,000, even for the simplest of trusts, where you yourself as the benefactor will have to get the deed for your property, take it down to the courthouse, register it yourself. So there's going to be footwork in it for you anyway. You're going to be providing the lawyer all the details that he's going to be entering in the thing anyway. The same way that you yourself could use a free vehicle that has the same strength as something set up by the lawyers and the same guarantee. So I do have access to those for you in certain states, especially here in California. California. And everybody's going to actually need some type of trust, I do believe, soon. Because you see, they're already trying to make it where the freaking, your kids or whoever can't get your house if you, like, it just doesn't automatically, like, they just can't get your house. Like, you can't pass it down to your kids. Where they do that at? Where they do that at? What? So we gonna start fucking with real estate? The only thing that appreciates and made the Rockefellers, the Carnegies, the everybody else got to already do it. So now all of a sudden we gonna stop it? Where you can't make any money off of I mean you can't get the assets passed down to your heirs without going through probate? Like, yeah, you guys better get a fucking trust. You better get a fucking trust. Whether it's, yeah, so okay, here's one of the caveats and one of the delineation markers for whether you should get a revocable trust or an irrevocable trust. Or irrevocable trust is like a simple trust. No, is the really hard clad one. Like, you can never change that shit. Okay. And but if you set up an irrevocable trust the correct way, like they have a multi-generational freaking thing. That's what the Rockefellers do. They have a generational trust where every time anybody passes away, then the money from their $1 billion life insurance policy gets paid out to the trust, and then the beneficiaries of the trust, under the rules and guidelines of the trust, get to have access to those tax-free monies to live off of in their private jets and their trips to Dubai and their everything everywhere, all because they have this trust set up and it's feeding their lifestyle. Or alternatively, all because they have an insurance policy where it has cash accumulation benefits that are paid through premiums for your life insurance, and based off the amount of your life insurance. So let's say you have a $3 million life insurance policy. That means you'll be accumulating, if you're paying that right and you're doing the right things and you qualify, you're going to be able to have millions of dollars accessible to you tax free because it's in a life insurance policy. Look it up. Tax code 77028, 7702B. All are tax codes. Your 401k is a tax code. I know we're not doing Villa Talk, but we are. I hope that somebody's in these kids' ear. And I would love to get her to Landry and let her know. I mean, she's all about that generational wealth. I really hope somebody's tapping her on the shoulder about not only setting up an IUL, a universal life insurance policy, and fixed indexed annuities. You're never too young for these types of vehicles to ensure lifetime guaranteed income under tax advantage distribution. Okay? Okay? You already know they're talking about taking Social Security away to go pay that country. Yeah, they're already talking about that. So you're going to need to establish your own retirement. And they took away the pensions in the companies. So self-funded retirement is a thing. And even when you work, it's self-funded because you funded it with your freaking hours and your sweat and your thoughts and your time away from your family, right? So from the benefit of that, you guys should establish some type of life insurance attached financial solution to ensure that you get money immediately. So let's say you put $100,000 in a fixed indexed annuity because you've qualified and they've given it to you. They have fixed indexed annuities. When do you think they pay out? Just tell me in the things. When do you think a fixed index annuity, when did you hear about it paying out? How long do you think you have to wait to get money from your fixed indexed annuity or 401k or something like that? Like, just like, how long do you have? Can you get it like this, lickety split? How long do you have to leave your money in a CD before you yourself can get to any of the appreciation in a CD? Do you know? There's usually a waiting period. But there are new hybrid products that allow for you to be able to input the money and start getting paid within 48 hours, within 30 days, within that year, with no penalties and no fees, because it's set up like that. Whereas if you had like a, what do you call them, 401k? Did anybody try to get at their 401k when they needed it before they're 59 and a half? Did you try it? What happened? Let's say you went down there and you wanted 20 G's. Let's say you went down to your HR and you was like, oh, I want to start a thing for my 20 G's for my 401k. And they were like, oh, here, call this number. And you called a number and they was like, what's your age, bruv? What's your age, madam? And you're like, oh, I'm 42. And they're like, oh, great. That's going to be a penalty and a fees. And here are some taxes. And here's $14,000 for your 20K request. Has that ever happened to you? Oh my God. Did you know that was going to happen to you when that happened? Did you think that all that money that you were putting in there from your check at work was really like some kind of savings account for you that you could access immediately at any time under any circumstances? Did you think that? Or did you understand completely that $500 a month that your employer was matching was not accessible to you nor under your control? Because what happens? So your 401k is tied up in the boss's hands, the company's hands, right? And then all of a sudden the company buckles because the cost of everything is tripled, but they can only increase the price and the wages of everybody so much. And so then everything crumbles and they have to close the business. What happens to your 401k and your pension in that case? Who has had this experience? We're going to move on just real quick, but who's had this experience? 9 times out of 11, the company just is like, oh yeah, your 401k, your pension, yeah, it's gone. Yeah, that happens. I mean, chain locks on fences, keeping you from even getting in to talk to somebody, and you go check your account and it's like void because the company's gone because it wasn't under your control. But what I'm talking about, the solutions that I can help you with, that I can help you acquire, or that another financial professional in your state can help you acquire, are free of that burden. Literally under your control. Like you can literally be like, yeah, I'm going to need to withdraw this much money on this day. And there is rules and parameters also in order to ensure that you're accessing it tax free. Okay? There are rules and parameters. But it's still going to be accessible to you. It's not a hoop of fire. You want 20K? You want 20 G's? You're about to get your 20 G's, bruv. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's under your control. So anyway, let's get back into Villa Talk. Villa Talk. Everybody's lying on everybody else, I think, except for Charlie and Pepe. Everybody's lying on everybody else, I think. Okay, thanks for coming to Villa Talk today. Islanders. This isn't even the image I wanted over here, you guys. Let me get the right one. You got the right one. I think this is the one. Yeah, that's better. That fits us better. You have no idea what you're talking about. Random consumer. Yes, I do. The 401k isn't held by the company. That's why they are in escrow. Hello, random consumer. I do know what I'm talking about. Go ask for 20K and tell me how much you come out with. And tell me what the deduction lines say on there. Tell me. Yeah. So I said, tell me. Go ahead and tell me. Go ahead. I'm listening. I'm listening. And who's over here? Sandy, thanks for coming through, fly girl. A fly girl, a fly girl, a fly girl, a fly girl. Remember that song? Is that what that's from? I hope so, because that would be dope. That would be dope. Okay. Brittany, I don't ask B. What's good? Dr. Natural, what's good? Boss Miss Rich, I've been loving your thread stuff, girl. Been loving it. Yes. Ms. Denova. Sichu, Albie, Miss Rosie, Rachel, Layla, Linz Marcel. Thanks for coming. Thanks for liking the video. Georgette, Pamela. Yes. Thanks for coming. Now, did you guys watch um oh, thank you. Did you guys watch Beyond the Villa episode 2 and 3? Um I know, yeah. No, episode 1 and 2 was last week, and episode 3 and 4 was this week. And we had Charlie enter the chat, you guys. And you know, Charlie was one of the. Charlie was. Look, that's part of the reason they probably didn't fuck with Charlie, is because he wasn't really like there for their like in between stuff. He was like this and this. I don't know why you guys are doing all of this. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, Nichelle. The people last week said that old girl right here, when she was showing her ass, telling Pepe that he was bald, even though he had the same amount of hair when she spit in her hand. There was like some confusion about whether she ate him up or not last week. And I can say that I didn't think she really ate him up. I thought she like reverted to like high school type things, because he had a point. He's like, so, oh, you're just gonna ghost mention me then? And that's when she was like, you're bald, you're a loser, loser, loser. I was like, oh my gosh. So I thought it was funny. I didn't think it was a eat up, because I also was like, where's all this energy from, Hannah? Pepe has done nothing to you. That's my whole thing with all of this so far. Episodes 1 and 2 left me, the biggest question was, what is Clark doing? Okay. What is Clark doing? And why is everybody pre-gamed to hate Pepe? And what could he have possibly done on the show that would warrant them already hating him in episodes 1 and 2? So they just keep saying, watch and see what happens. Watch and see what happens. But so far, Iris's answers about anything around it, because nobody has said, oh, what happened? That's my biggest note, is that nobody, when Iris talked to the 11 freaking people on cast about her issue with Pepe, what happened, you guys? Not one person on camera says, oh, what happened? Really, really, Hannah? Really, Iris? Really? Like, what the fuck did he do? Terrified you? Oh my God, how did that, like, when did that? How, when, who, what, when, where, why, how, bitch? What happened? Nobody said what had happened. And she herself has not said what had happened. She just keeps on being very vague. Oh, she doesn't want to talk about it. She's not ready to talk about it because she's disappointed. So are you terrified or disappointed? Because that's two different levels of angst. Two complete different levels of angst. Okay? So if you're going to sit up here and tell me, as not only a viewer, but as a participant of this friend group post Villa, then why can't you just say what the fuck he did? I mean, we literally saw a person's hand full of spit, and we saw another person jump in laps. We saw a girl who yelled at a guy for 72 hours. We saw a guy tell a girl that her kisses were a 2 and continue to be really like just, it was really high key rude the way TJ was treating Vanna. And I wasn't a complete Vanna fan. but not a not fan. Like she just didn't resonate with me. It wasn't like I don't like her for a reason. Like I'm a viewer. I don't fucking know these people. But it's about resonating and feeling something and being like, oh, or an aspiration or an inspiration, one of the shuns. So just Vanna didn't give me any shun. No motion. Okay? It's hey, she's a cute girl. She's a cute girl. But no motion. But he was rude as fuck to her. TJ, he was very rude to those girls on the show. But Pepe, what did we see about Pepe, you guys? Was Pepe rude as fuck to the girls? Or did he was he gentle with them? And he was like, oh, you know what I mean? And even post Villa, all we've seen is Pepe with Rex at the dog park, driving in the car, going to the dog park, coming back from the dog park, on their way to the dog park, just left the dog park, going to the gym with the dog park on the way home. Like it's like three places this guy goes: the dog park, the gym, and most places Nick are. We see you, Pepe. We see you. We see you. Look, and Nick already told us leave Pepe the fuck alone. Remember when we were kind of had our panties in a bunch and we were like, oh, is he clout chasing with his little ways about is he clout chasing with his little ways talking about, oh, Olandria, call me. I just saw you at a club that I was at for an hour, but I didn't get to talk to you. Call me. Like I just felt like that's a little like attention seeking. Like if it's thirsty, it's thirsty. That's some thirsty housewife shit. Okay, it's like look at me. Come on. You know, it was kind of like interesting. Did anybody else think that was kind of like just interesting? Like you were literally this just there. You have each other's phone number, but in social media you bring it here and you're like, oh, Olandria, call me, letting us know that you guys have each other's number, that she can call you. So you could have just texted her and been like, hey, or you could have just called her. I don't know. It was just kind of like, it was just an interesting thing. And that's probably also, I don't know. And then people are like, he posted something about all lives matter. To which I say they do. They do. Nothing negates another thing, you guys. It's not like that. When I say good stuff about Olandria, it's not, I'm not automatically saying something bad about Shelly. Okay? Nothing negates the other. Okay? So Black Lives Matter, all lives matter. Okay? But it's because you feel that way that it feels that way to you. And that's a you issue. That's not a me issue. Okay? I mean, look, I pick my battles. I pick my battles. And I'm not ultra sensitive. Okay? I'm not ultra sensitive because I'm a woman of a certain age. And I've been through some decades where it was okay to call somebody some names that right now, if you call the people, you're going to get canceled. The girl got canceled for using an Asian slur as a freaking adjective to describe her eyes. Everybody would have been canceled that I grew up with. Everybody that I watched, Archie Bunker would have been canceled. He would have never made it to prime time. Okay? So many television shows that even are alive right now wouldn't even make it. Okay? Mm-mm. Be canceling the people. So, yeah, these YT, women victimhood of it all. Oh my gosh, we're going to get into that. We're going to really get into that because it's amazing that I'm blaming production off top. Production has creative rights, creative enterprise, rights over editing. Production knows the history of the show. Love Island has many people who have been unalived by their own hand. Um, I don't know if you really wanted to come up, Econ.
Oh, yeah, I did. I just finished the episode and I want to talk about it because I feel like I have so much. Like, I have two things. So, like, first of all, Taylor is bothering me because I think he's holding Clark back.
Oh my
Like,
gosh,
no,
completely.
Clark does not want to scoop horse droppings on the ground. Like, she has every right to want to build her career just like him. And it really bothers me that he kind of like scoffs at her when she talks about this stuff.
Yeah.
I love Clark. She seems so unproblematic, and I don't like that Taylor is not supporting her for wanting to better herself. As a partner, you need to want them, like, he should be so happy that she's like wanting to build her brand and build her career. Like, I don't know why he feels threatened by that. So that's my opinion, one. And then number two, I'm really annoyed with Hannah. Everybody that, like, she is first of all, I don't get why she is fighting Iris and TJ's battles. She is going to bat for them, and I'm not really understanding why. Because Iris in the villa, in the first episode, I think she was like, Amaya's my best friend in the house, I'm excited to see her. And it's like, I don't get why Hannah is willingly doing this, making herself look like a fool to fight their battles. It doesn't make sense to me. And she's constantly playing the victim. She's constantly blaming other people. That talk that she had with Charlie was really infuriating because she acts like he did her wrong or that she should be upset by how he treated her when Belladasha clocked it. She was like, you were Charlie's whole villa experience.
Right.
Like, it makes me so annoyed that Hannah is consistently and perpetually victimizing herself. And then she, like, anybody that comes to her, like, not even comes to her defense, but, like, anybody that, like, tries to give her an ounce of another perspective, she immediately is wanting to cancel them or starting problems with them. And it's like, she needs to take accountability. Hannah has a boyfriend, and she's still upset about the way that, I don't even know why she was mad at Charlie, because she did him wrong from the beginning. Like, they voted Charlie out, but I don't get why she was mad at him. Like, he did not do anything wrong in that scenario. In fact, he wanted to pursue her, and she didn't want that outside of the villa.
Right.
So for her to be angry at him for, what did she want him to do? Like, it very much seems like she's projecting, and she's upset that these men aren't like begging and pleading her to stay back. I think she got annoyed that Charlie was like, look, we're over this. Like, I'm over you. I don't need this. And I think she's upset that she's not getting the male attention. It's so weird to me. And also, one last thing, I'm sorry.
It's
why
okay.
is TJ getting he has so much influence on these Islanders, but I don't know why. I don't necessarily know why he's getting like the star treatment. You would think he was the winner because he's getting the birthday parties thrown to him. I mean, Hannah's fighting their battles for him. He has Jeremiah fighting his battles for him. It's like, what is so good about TJ other than he is clout chasing with Iris? You know what I mean? Like, other than he is dating Iris. Honestly, Amaya she was the winner, and I just don't understand, like, the roles that these people are playing it is so backwards. Like, it doesn't make any sense why they are heightening TJ and Iris, and they're really building the show around those two, when Iris is boring, like, TJ is boring, and I don't know what they're doing. Like, they're both boring. They're not interesting, and they're, like, grasping. And also the Coco Chris thing, it feels very PR, but I don't know. I don't even feel like that. Coco and Chris feels very PR-like. But yeah, Iris is the culprit. Like, Iris, why are people fighting her own battles? Like, what power does she have that everybody feels like they have to come to her defense? Even with the Pepe thing, like, I don't blame Pepe for not wanting to be on the show. Because apparently there's more that he did that maybe they're not getting into, but it, what did he do other than, it didn't seem like they were together at all. Like, why are they still, and Iris can't even talk about Pepe. She's like, I'm not ready to apologize. It's like, I'm not ready to talk to Pepe. It's like, because there's nothing like, I just don't think he did anything. I just think, hey, I think Iris is projecting. I think they're all projecting. Iris probably was like, yeah, I kind of am feeling TJ more, but I don't want to come off as a certain way. I don't want to come off as like someone who's for the streets who just sleeps around. So I think rather than like owning up to that, I think she's trying to say that Pepe was like abusive or something, when I just think they probably weren't feeling each other.
Right.
They all move so weird, and it's like, I do not understand why they're not taking accountability. It's really frustrating to watch because you're villainizing Charlie when he didn't do anything wrong. He was voted out, and you know what I, like, he
and
was
talked
voted
about
out.
his experience, and now you're trying to censor him on the words he can say in his experience when you were literally, like Belle Dasha said, the only person he even ran with in there.
Right. Right. And she's like making it seem as though he was the problem. And then it's such a bummer because I really loved Hannah in the villa. I
Me
thought she was done
too.
dirty. But I'm like, if this is how she is, then she just causes problems.
And she just didn't get a chance to cause a problem that we
Yeah.
saw on the show, because if this is how you coming in, girl, episodes 1 and 2 and
Totally.
3 and 4, and you're like knocking down everybody's door for Iris, like that's the other crazy part. Like, Iris is a master manipulator, puppeteer. She is able
totally.
to engage like this damsel doe-eyed. Look at this lost look. Like, they couldn't even be mad at her.
I know.
Really, because she looks so fucking lost. Like, it looks like, oh, you don't want to hurt her feelings, even though she's hurting everybody's feelings. You know what I mean? And,
right.
And same with TJ. You're totally right. You hit a nail on the head. You hit all the nails on the heads, girl. The house is getting built. We're not gonna look. Okay, because TJ. How the fuck is TJ the number one guy, as Jax would say?
It? Yes. Like,
how is TJ the number one guy?
Him?
What's good, husband?
I know. Charlie's the best.
Okay. So, Charlie is the best, and he's been the realist ever since the reunion. He's been the realist. You know what I mean?
Honestly,
even on the show, he was the realist.
Know. And the thing that is, I'm starting to really get annoyed with Jeremiah too, and how gossipy he is. He's acting like they're all acting like they're in high school, to be honest. And Jeremiah, I'm like, yes, he was
so
bullied in the villa, but
I was
like,
very
it's so
disappointed.
Like,
very disappointed.
And I hate to say it, but
him
like,
and Hannah.
No,
like,
I
Iris, I really wasn't. I didn't have any feelings for her. I literally called them the NPC PR couple. Like, it's just like watching paint dry. Literally nothing. She had like 2 scenes where I was like, "Oh, there's somebody in there, and I don't think I like that bitch." But you know what I mean? Like, the time she got mad that Olandria played the game and had to explore Nick and tried to make something out of that, and she was with the girl, what's her name? 404. And then right before that, when she found out about it, she was like, so, like, you could see she was kind of spazzing out. And I realized, I was like, oh yeah, she did kind of come in wanting to explore Nick. Like, she kind of been liking him. And I feel like that's kind of a residue too. But for TJ to be the number one guy, how did that happen? With Jeremiah has been like, technically outside the villa, Jalen has been getting it good. Jeremiah's been getting it good, and rightfully so. Pepe's been getting it okay, except for his All Lives Matter fiasco and his penchant for blondes. Who gives a fuck? They all have blonde hair, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And but I like that Nick had spoke up for Pepe, but I also kind of feel like, Pepe was with Nick yesterday at this event, at the Celsius soccer event. And that's why I put him up here like this. So he's just like kicking it with the people that matter. And all these 3 are trying to make a fake. It has to be fake, or else you could tell us what he did. You yourself, Econs, your first question is, what the fuck happened? What did he do?
Yeah.
What? And for nobody to ask that on the
Nobody
show,
knows.
but for nobody to ask on camera and just immediately be like, oh yeah, he's despicable. Oh yeah, he lies all the time. Nobody asked what did
I
he
know.
do before they piled on, which why I
Right.
would say this all leads back to production. I'm gonna watch season 8 of Love Island, even though last season I was like, production, I'm not watching them do this to people and this shit. But to watch them set up Pepe without even making one of those people ask what the fuck happened, just for context and balance,
Right.
lets me know that production is in on the shits, and they're the ones that don't care about these people's mental health. These are
Yeah.
kids being kids. Production is a whole freaking conglomerate, a whole freaking machine that is
Right.
making the whole storyline be allowed for our entertainment at Pepe's expense. They're like totally trying to spin it like Charlie's a problem. You see how fast
Yeah.
those bitches were like, as soon as Charlie started telling the truth, they all were like, trying not
Yeah.
to let him talk.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
No, you completely clocked it. It's yeah. It's really messed up. Like, it really kind of is like groupthink. It's like herd thing. People aren't using their brains at all. They're just, it's like Boy Who Cried Wolf. It's like as soon as Iris, who for some reason is the ringleader, I don't understand, as soon as she says that something happened, they all don't even question it. And Hannah is blindly loyal to them, which I don't know
And which
why.
is odd about that is that Hannah and her smashed all the same guys.
I know. I do not get
And
it.
I even thought that when Hannah walked in with TJ to the reunion, that there was a little, like, did they just leave a bathroom? Did they just leave one of those freaking utility closets walking in like that? You know what
I
I'm saying?
know.
Like, there was a little residue of energy because that was when Iris was full on with Pepe. And remember,
Oh my God.
at the reunion, Hannah seemed a little kind of still upset about Pepe.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like maybe, I got flamed for this, for saying this in another chat yesterday, because Iris has so many followers on this app. It's so, I think her mom will
Yeah,
join
and we
live,
can't
so.
say too much bad. It's almost like talking about the other one with,
No, I know. Oh,
yeah,
for sure.
they
I
got
don't
me
want
they got me shut down for like 5 days for some
I know.
bullshit.
It's
You know what I'm
people
saying?
really, yeah. And I got flamed for this yesterday when I was like, I feel like Hannah just still has feelings for Pepe. I feel like she is the type of
Hi,
person.
be yourself. Hi, Mellows.
She needs to have self-awareness. I really think she needs to have self-awareness, because if she didn't insert herself in other people's problems, it would be much more enjoyable, and people would act like, the whole thing where she was like, she had this like breakdown and said she was so anxious at the table when Charlie was just holding her accountable, and she was just like bawling, and she had to leave, and she's like, I'm gonna FaceTime my boyfriend, and it's like, what are we doing? Like, literally,
And then loud
just
talking. Soon as she
No.
gets him on the phone, loud talking so everybody can know how upset she is. I thought you were
Yeah,
calling somebody with that shit. Why we gotta hear it?
and she's like, I'm gonna call my boyfriend. It's like, go for it, girl. Like, nobody is going to stop you, but you're looking like a fool.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So scared. So scared. So these comments over here on YouTube, they say, I have to admit, I had no intention of watching it, but I watched last week and it was enough for me. I'm only watching reviews. They need to name names or keep it on the playground. Exactly, Mellows. It's harmful to do like a vaguely detailed, like kind of character assassination of somebody, and without the context or the full detail or even a hint. And the story keeps morphing and changing, which also lets me know you're making another false police report, bitch. You're making a false police report. I don't care that you're crying. I don't care that I don't care. I don't care that you're upset. None of that fucking matters. Where's the proof? You say
Because this is the thing. Like, at this point, you're gonna ruin this guy's reputation.
They already
his
are.
Money is on the line now, and if you're going to start saying accusations, even if they're like, if you're gonna start throwing around like that he was abusive or that they were terrified, you need to back that up, because that is going to really mess with someone's livelihood and reputation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't say those words lightly, because, and I'm speaking because I'm going to side with Pepe,
Hi,
because I just
Lorena.
don't have enough info.
Yeah. And I've only seen him, I've seen him be consistent on the show and consistent in his Snapchats. I've seen nothing that implies,
No.
like, he wasn't the one that put up a TikTok of the guy's name on the thing and smirk. That's what TJ did, and that's what
Yes.
Iris and Pepe were connecting over, the amount of cringe and dodged bulletness that she did over old boy. And Iris is the nucleus of the lies. She's the only
Yes.
person saying everything to everyone. She's like, oh, she said this with him and Pepe. She said this in front of her and Charlie. And
Yep.
now she's trying to spin it like she's saying this because now she's in front of TJ and freaking Hannah, who
Yeah.
obviously you can just like, I don't know, stick one of those keys in her back and make her do or dance or something like that. I'm like, really, Hannah? You literally had everybody's heart. You literally had us all. And we were all Hannah Banana, Hannah Banana, Hannah Banana, Hannah Banana,
Yeah.
Hannah Banana. You know what I mean? Like, we were like, yeah, sexual empowerment. And then she's going to
Yep.
get up there and cry about it last night. Oh, you said my name. You spit and you spit in your hand for Gruff. I mean, of course he said your name. You left an impact. You left an impact.
I know. It's crazy. And you're right. Like, I like that you said Iris is the nucleus, because she really is. She is the ringleader in this show right now. And I think she's even got Amaya saying, oh, well,
Oh
Pepe,
my God.
like, you know what I mean? She's even got Amaya saying it. It's like, is anybody using their critical thinking skills? Like,
I'm
what
sorry,
did he do?
but the amount of lost that looks in Amaya's eyes sometimes
I
is
know.
just like,
Amaya doesn't really give, like, she also stands up for herself. She also seems like a follower. She seems like she needs to do a lot of healing too, because she just, yeah, 100%.
Taylor, Bella, and Coco. They're mad. I'm surprised Coco's still being followed. They unfollowed Bella. Well, Iris did. I don't know what that had to do with.
Why did they do that?
I don't know.
And Grayson.
Only Iris did.
unfollowed
I went
Grayson
and looked
too.
for myself, and it was pretty much only Iris was the one that wasn't still following Bella, and Coco is still being followed by Iris too, and she took up for Charlie. So I'm not sure why that got said. And Coco was in on the conversation with Bill Dasha about the being left out.
And which I think is valid. That honestly, I was wondering, I'm like, why is Bella Dasha like really only just hanging with the guys? But she probably feels left out. Which I feel like, take it with a grain of salt, because Belle Dasha was an OG who got dumped super early, but Coco and Grayson saying that they were like, the Casa Amor girls are never gonna feel, I feel like, part of the OGs.
Right.
But I don't know. It was like kind of sad to see, because it's like, I've been there, like, just feeling bullied and stuff. That stinks.
Yeah, it does. And I felt like Bill Dasha, she really got that whole message across about her experience. And I love that she didn't cry in front of the guys and emphasize herself like that.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she kept it strong, like she was just sharing an experience, like past the cigar. You know what I mean? Like, she didn't like, because I kind of feel like when girls cry in front of guys, that it almost sexualizes them, because they automatically want to like coddle and take care of them, and oh, let me scoop you up and save a hoe comes out. You know what I mean? So for her to just be able to sit back and be like, yeah, this is what I experienced, and this is probably why, I was like, kudos, Bill Dasha. Kudos. You know what I'm saying? Now, one thing about Bill Dasha, real quick, kind of off, is Bill Dasha, Hannah, and didn't somebody else? Well, at least Bill Dasha and Hannah both ended up. Oh no, and Amaya. Okay, there was somebody else. Bill Dasha, Hannah, and Amaya. What do they have in common? Post Villa. What do they have in common?
Did they hook up with somebody?
It kind of has to do with that. I'll go ahead. Is that they all have boyfriends now who they knew before the show. And
Oh,
like
I
who
didn't know Amaya has
they,
a boyfriend.
yeah, and she said that somebody that she had a crush on before the show and stuff like that. And then
Oh,
Bill Dasha said her boo right now was always her one and true only before the show, through the show, and even now. And even Hannah, she knew her guy before and now after. So I'm like, really? That's really interesting.
oh,
That's kind of giving Tyreek and Sammy. But
oh yeah. That's wow. That's a good yeah. No, 100%. I didn't know that actually. I just think like Hannah needs to chill. Like,
she does.
why is she fighting Iris's battles? It's so
It's a
cringy.
bad look. And
It's
then,
so
but
cringy.
then part of Iris's little spell casting thing, I saw it. I saw it. I saw it. There's a picture of Iris after Hannah goes through it on her behalf. What does Iris do? Iris runs to her. I'm looking for the picture. Iris goes over to her and is holding her, and like the reassurance, that's fake. You should have been
Yeah.
like, girl, you don't have to say nothing on my behalf. But she's sitting there, like holding her, like rubbing you.
Yep.
Oh, you were great for standing up for yourself, she said. You were standing up for yourself. That's all you were. No, bitch, she was standing up for you. But it was like some
Yep.
type of psychological spell cast manipulation where it's just like she was like convincing her that she had just done all of that for her.
Yep.
It's so weird. It's so weird. And then that lost look. Oh my gosh. The look of the lost. That's
The
this right
puppy
here.
face.
Yes, when Charlie called her on the carpet about her and Pepe saying he was cringe in the videos. And then the she was like, "No, Pepe was saying that." And he said, "No, it was you. It was you."
I yeah. Side note, still on the topic of Iris and Pepe, but this or not Iris and Pepe, Iris and TJ. Did you see on TikTok? Cause I was doing my little scrolling that apparently Nick called out TJ for like copying Olandria and their relationship shoots. Like Nick was like, "Yo, you guys trying to copy us?" Ever
Yes.
since Nick said that, I'm like, "Wow, these guys are seriously giving cloud chasers." Like, I feel like TJ's like I just don't trust him. Like, I feel
There's
like
really something off-putting about him.
it's so like why
Very
is
much
he
so.
getting the star treatment when he was a bombshell? He's not even an OG. He's not even an OG, and they're treating him like he is someone to be worshipped.
Yeah. And like
And I
he can
think
be
like
trusted. Like and like his word is bond and his
right.
and he showed himself last night too, where he's going around saying, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna check him on that when I see him," and then he sees him, he's like giving him a what's good.
Oh my god. Yes, and how weird was it in episode 1 when Hannah did the cringy thing and confronted Pepe? He just sat there in his black turtleneck, sipping on his small espresso martini and being like, "Man, I missed Hannah confronting it. Oh, I wanted to see that." It's like, go, bro. Like, why are you letting Hannah do this for both of you? Like, why are you not, like, be a man? Like, I hate to say, like, be a man, but, like,
But be a man.
but be a man, like get this in check. Like if these guys are your alleged friends, like if
Yeah.
Charlie's your friend or whatever, like why are you letting Hannah like it's just he could be doing so much more, and I hate that he's taking up so much screen time.
It's really too much. It's too much. And I'm not, but this is part of production's thing too. They decided that these two were going to be the epicenter and like the springboard for the show and the nucleus of the show, just like Iris is the nucleus of confusion. And they're allowing this high school shit to be
It
a
really is high
storyline. They
school.
like a producer could have tapped any one of these fools on the shoulder and that's probably no, I don't think she got it from production, but production could have tapped these bitches on the shoulder and been like, look, we're approaching 30 here. Can we get out of this high school kind of storyline and really try to connect to the audience that we're playing to? Like, you know what I'm saying? Instead of like
Uh-huh.
indulge all of this high school telephone. It's coming off the Heathers. It's coming off Mean Girls. I
Yeah.
mean, it's like very plotted. You can tell You
Yeah.
can tell they've been talking about it off camera
Yeah.
before the season, even during the season. That's why they don't say much on camera. You know they're gonna go talk about it and get a new story together before we see some
Yep.
shit next week. And it's gonna be more bullshit though. It's only
It
bullshit so
feels,
far.
you're so right. And Hannah, it feels so inauthentic to her. Like she was like a sweetie pie in the villa, like spit
Yes.
starting, but like she was a girl's girl.
Yes.
And now it's like I feel like she's clip farming. Like she's doing it to get the like edits, like the bad bitch edits, and it's just completely backfiring because it doesn't feel authentic.
Right. It's
It's
incredible.
so
It's
weird.
like I don't know. I mean, but it's also look, somebody's not paying a motherfucking attention because season 7 was lightning in a bottle. We got the Van
Mm-hmm.
Carthen, Nicolandria Nation. We had Shalace. We had, we
Oh my
had,
god, Ace. Ace would be fun on this show because he'd clock everyone.
yeah, well, or would he? Because,
Well,
or he would be playing into production's hand too, doing some
oh, he
more
probably would be
bullshit.
playing into it.
You know what I'm saying? And, or trying to run everybody, acting
Oh,
like production.
totally.
Yeah, it would
Oh
be him.
god.
He would be competing with Iris
Yeah,
to be
yeah,
the
he would be. Oh my
nucleus.
god.
You know what I mean? I don't think so. I don't know.
The
I don't
dynamic would
know.
totally
And
change.
plus, he talked himself out his check. He talked his own self off the show, doing those
Did he really? What did he do?
interviews. Well, he did those interviews post Villa that
Oh, about
obviously,
nicolandria?
yeah, well, about him, but about his time on the show in a
Mm.
disparaging way about production and their parts in it. He pulled a bell from All Stars before a bell pulled the bell.
Oh
Oh, it's
god, Ace.
production. It's all production and editing but he really did this. But it's production and editing. So
Oh
he
my
talked his own
god.
self out of a check. You know? Um so I don't think he really would have gone back anyway. Like nobody wants to see Ace without Shelly,
Yeah, I know. Shelly is the. I love her.
you know?
I feel bad because Ace kind of like brought her down. I feel like she. You know what I
The
mean? Like
same
they
way
shouldn't have been
Taylor
together.
the same way Taylor trying to bring Clark down.
Taylor is okay. Like I wanted to. I was like the first episode. I was like, okay, this isn't that bad. But the way that he just does, Alandra dodged a bullet because it's like he does not care. He doesn't
Oh
emote.
my
Like
god.
when Clark was doing the cheerleading competition and his sister was like, Clark, like she was gassing out. She's like, Clark never does this. Clark never brings a man around. Like she really likes
Yeah.
you. And like normally people would like smile and be like, oh, this is great. Taylor didn't even indulge, and in fact was like, oh yeah, we're not moving. I don't want to move anywhere. Like
Yeah,
it's
let me
all
play that.
about
I was
him,
gonna
and
play
it's
that audio real quick.
yeah, go for it.
Let me know if you guys can hear it. Now it's kind of a look. It's a 3-minute clip, so I'm gonna let it play.
I want to go outside my backyard and pee and be fine.
Can you hear it?
Pee? Yeah. It's a toilet in the house. But if I'm outside, I'm not going to go in the house to pee. I'll just pee outside. Like... But, how would you feel if I was spending more time in LA?
We spoke about it earlier, and I'm like,
Would you be open to, like, instead of me splitting my time between Oklahoma and Charlotte, how would you feel if I was splitting my time between Charlotte and LA? So just fuck Oklahoma? Just curious to hear your thoughts.
So after this, he says that little music plays, so hopefully I don't get a copyright.
Fuck Oklahoma. Nah. I would still come on occasion. Why would you want to go to LA? There's a lot of opportunity there. As in? Different events, like product launches, stuff like that. So you want to get back in the chair. You move to LA. How you going to do that? I mean, I can get back into cheer kind of anywhere. If I want to coach, then finding a gym. If I want to judge, becoming certified. I'm equally focused on all of it, I think. Yeah. For one, your rent in LA is going to be double what you're paying here. You're not gonna have a car. You're gonna Uber everywhere. Flights back and forth. So, like, financially, is it gonna be one or the other? Who knows? I don't know yet. I can explore all my options. You could, but financially, it's not a smart move. So, whose side are you on? The smart side, the logical side. Oh, okay. I got my life pretty much planned out. Finish vet school, get my doctorate, start a family, get married, buy, my own little land, have my own little ranch. But Clark has a problem with her not knowing exactly what she wants to do. So I'm trying to help you see the bigger picture here rather than just living in the moment. The way you have like these big goals and plans, I want to have that too, And I just feel like I can find that in LA. Doing? I don't know what it looks like yet, but I feel like there's more opportunity there than here for sure, than Oklahoma for sure. You know what I mean? Like, yes. You can go try it. It's definitely been a super difficult decision for me on what I want to do. Also trying to figure out where I want to reside, and it's been hard trying to make a decision. I don't want to take Taylor away from what his plans have been his whole life. But at the same time, I want to have these conversations because these are all big question marks. You can always come out to the barn and take care of your horse. That's not what I mean. I love that horse, but I don't know. You gonna come back one day, she gonna be gone. Where'd she go? She sold. Oh my God. Here you are. Thank you. Here you are. Thank you.
I don't even like her like that. But like I already said, I'm an auntie. I want all these youngsters to win. I was 20 something. I was young, dumb, and full of cum. I was young, dumb, and full of molasses. Okay? So, I've been there, done that, and I'm willing to hey, look, let the people live. Let them live, Larger. Let them live. Everybody can win. There's enough room on right for a lot of people. But that shit was wrong. That shit was wrong. He's constantly showing, I'm talking about motherfucking Taylor right now. I'm talking about 3D. I'm talking about the horse already took your lung, motherfucker, and you have the nerve to get up from that, her taking care of you, to bring your ass on the TV and emotionally and financially manipulate this lady who just took care of you and nursed you back to motherfucking health.
Yeah.
That was, it gave me, it was chilling. It was literally chilling to listen to the level of emotional, financial manipulation and abuse that I just witnessed as a form of inner motherfucking tainment. I would have been like, can you cut that shit? Can you cut You know what I'm saying? That was horrible, but she's used to it. I think
it's just a storyline.
No, she's used to it, Lynn.
It's a storyline.
But she's used to it, Lynn, because on their lives post-Villa, he would fart in her face. And then if she said she wanted to go somewhere, he'd be like, I'm going to take that bag back. He's been doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, he have been doing it. And I really do. I feel like it's part of the storyline. She just saying this. She do want those things, and I think she can have those things. Everything that she said she wanted, she can have it in Oklahoma instead of, I'm not believe me, I'm not no big Taylor supporter. Please don't think that. But I feel like they dragging out the storyline. They trying to make us think that they on the edge of breaking up or some stuff like that. I believe that's the production team doing this.
Well, they are solid, and the rings on their ring fingers. I posted the Villa. I had posted a video about that in real time when it happened, and those are like promise to promise rings or something like that. They came up with.
Yeah, and I believe I think she really like him, and he really like her. I'm not doubting that, but I just believe this this show, ain't nobody in this show worth talking about. Ain't nothing going on, and they need to make a storyline. all these people are, like I said the other day, and I heard 10 people say it since then. This is the second team. This is the background team trying to become first place.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody here that we care about. The real team, the real drama, did not show up to the show.
Didn't
They can't
show
even say
up.
their names, I don't think.
Yeah, they did. They were like, "Oh yeah, she." Like they were like, "Yeah." They haven't said. They haven't uttered the words, have they?
They ain't ordered nobody. The only other name they said was Austin, but we know Austin gonna be on the show. Those Nick, Sierra, Ace, Shelly, they have not even uttered their names.
It feels like they're trying to rewrite history, and
Right.
I'm not gonna allow that to happen. There's already enough of that happening in real life, and that might be where
With
they
the
got the
B team.
motherfucking
The
idea.
B team is so funny.
That is hilarious,
It
right?
is.
They are the B team. They are. They do have everybody talking though, because we're talking about the non-sensory and the level. Like this is supposed to be for entertainment. Another little problem I have with it is because under the form of entertainment, they're gonna have like a lot of people thinking that triangulating and just lying on somebody loud is like fun to do. I don't know. I really don't know what their brand message is here. Like,
It's ridiculous. They are freaking ridiculous. This whole thing with Pepe is freaking ridiculous. And then when you hear what they claim that he did, that was cheating. It just don't make sense.
it doesn't make sense. If he's not your boyfriend, how can he cheat? If and she, because she made it clear at the reunion that that wasn't her boyfriend.
But I'm getting ready to tell you why. I'm getting ready to tell you why they think that. It's because when, and I'm not, this is just 58-year-old woman thing that I know. When women give up the cat, they think they own you at that point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, insert 404 here. Like that, she literally.
When they give it up, they automatically think you in a relationship. No, you just gave it up.
Right. But they, especially when they're confused and think they're a cool girl, though. Like, it's always like, oh, I just did that. I also feel like part of Hannah's residual is that she did give it up and she felt like Pepe's was hers and has to sit here and befriend the other one who's now Pepe's, not Pepe's, but now we're both going to be but now we both survived Pepe.
Did you see that video that I put up on my page? I know you come over there sometime.
I do.
Did you see
I'll pull it up
that
now.
video that I put up? Of her talking to Sierra.
Let me see. Lynn. Oh wait. Lynn X.
Oh.
Where are you? Uh-oh. You're not coming up.
You remember? Well, I'll tell you about it. What it is, it's a video of Iris talking to Sierra, talking about how it's so wrong of them to be exploring after you've been having sex and hunching on him. How that's so rude. It's so disrespectful that they would kiss each other. And then I put up the video after that of her crawling off the top of Pepe.
Crawling.
Because that's
crawling.
what she did. Crawling off of Pepe. And then her and Hannah, we best friends. My best friend. Come on.
Yeah, that's what I was annoyed at. I know. Well, did you see Iris said Amaya's her best friend?
Yeah.
So I'm like, Hannah, you're fighting a battle that nobody won. I don't think anybody's asking you to fight. And two, like, you're loyal to the wrong person.
Very
she
wrong
said
person.
That Sierra and Olandria was best friends.
Iris said?
Yeah.
Iris
You'll see it over in the video. If y'all go to, you'll see it in the video.
Follow Lynn and check out her content, you guys. Because that is too much.
I purposely rewatched all of Love Island season 7 last week after the first show because I wanted to see all these little ins and outs. So when they got to talking, and this stuff could pop to my memory quick. It's really, they need to stop. And then you crying.
Yeah.
What are you crying for?
I want to play. There was three. There was. I wanted. We just played the Taylor and Clark scene, which to me that was 101 on how to financially abuse your girlfriend, and and it was also 101 on how to sit there and let somebody continue to now on this camera. You already did it on live. That's clip farmed to infinity. But now on this platform too, Clark, you've allowed old boy to disrespect you and show you that he will try and financially control you. And that's a form of abuse, darling. I'm not sure if you can look it up, you can Google it. There's several forms, and financial is one of them. Okay? And to like under the threats to threaten somebody with some type of financial retaliation, whether it's through assets taken back or money or something, or even remember Jax threatened to take back Britney's titties. Remember? He's all, I bought those. Remember? He's like, that's like crazy. So, okay. But I also wanted to play this clip of when Charlie is the real person that's done most eating on this show so far. Is can we give it up to Charlie? Because
Yes.
Charlie got at these liars. And I love his accent. I love his demeanor. I love Charlie's swag. I'm not sure why he's not hotter in the UK and in the US.
Yeah, he doesn't play. I love Charlie.
Me too.
I like Charlie.
to
Charlie
me-
didn't play in the villa. That's why I told you I went back and watched it because remember when she went and crawled on top of Pepe in the what was the other thing? What they caught with all the bottles in there?
Oh, that room. The
Like the
that
hideout.
den.
No, but I know what you mean. I know that room.
Yeah.
The other room.
Yeah, it's like
And,
the kissing room or whatever.
Yes, and she came back and he went and got her and was like, "Come here, we need to talk over here."
Yeah.
He don't play with her, and she's still like looking crazy.
Yep.
And I think
You don't play-
Hannah is like a little kid. Before you joined, we were talking about how high school this all feels. And we were saying, like, Hannah making fun
The
of Pepe's
speakeasy.
balding, like, anything physical is so immature. And you can tell it's like a low blow because she knows that the other person is right. And rather than her being the mature one and being like, oh, yeah, you're right. Like, I do understand how I hurt you. She's like, you go low, I'm going to go lower, and I'm going to
Yeah.
comment about something that I know you're insecure about, that I know that you can't control.
Right.
Because I want you to feel how I feel. And it's so immature.
Yeah.
And it's so immature. And I think, honestly, she knew in that moment she wasn't going to win against the fight with Charlie because Charlie came with receipts and he clocked her immediately. And so
And
she
that's
was
when
like,
she
well, how
got
can I
hella
spin this so
quiet.
that I win?
She
She's
just-
just going to cry and throw her tears
Yeah.
and be like, this
And
is
she
not
was like
fair.
this.
And like, I'm going to call my boyfriend because she knew Charlie was right and she didn't have
A
skin
leg
in
to
that
stand
argument.
on. Exactly.
didn't.
Exactly. So
And
here, I'm
even
going to play that
Amaya
scene.
got on my last nerve with that. Oh, you friends with Brian on the bench and y'all can be cool. And then you turn around and play tough girl with the girls. You know,
Right.
I want somebody to please tell Amaya. I want us all to get together and please tell Amaya the only reason why she won Love Island is because because Ace treated her so poorly.
People felt
that
bad
all
for
those
her.
People felt sorry for her.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
need somebody to let her know that.
Yeah.
She needs better friends because the video of her rapping, I need her
The
to not
initial
do that ever
video,
again.
I will say that we talked about this
You're
last live,
No,
where
like-
I too was like, oh my God, hey, look, I love a person that indulges in their art no matter the level of artistry. As long as you're putting your practice in, you'll get there. But I did acknowledge that her freaking shit was whack. And
it was so bad. People
but
are
then
not
she did
honest
another
with
one.
Amaya, and that's
She
also
did another
not
one,
fair.
and it was cute.
Yes.
She did
They have
another
She
not-
one.
doesn't have like real friends. I think people use her because she's the winner, but people don't like.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like she doesn't have like. If,
That's
I'm
mama.
sorry. She needs people to reel her in a bit.
Yeah.
All these girls do. All these girls are like, we're bad bitches. Like fuck men, but it's like they're all acting really cringy and like embarrassing and like borderline disrespectful.
Yeah,
and
very
like
much
these
so.
girls, rather than like these girls kind of holding them accountable, they're all like, hell yeah, baddie, like he deserves this, and they're
They
all
are.
like,
Ain't nobody bad.
no,
Ain't none of them bad. Ain't none of them standing on nothing.
No.
The reason why I'm so, oh my God, I'm so full
It's
of
so irritating. I know.
Yeah. Hey, Dahlia, what's your thoughts?
I keep getting this by mistake. Sorry.
Oh, no worries, no worries.
I don't know why it keeps happening.
It's okay. So let me play this clip of Hannah because I'm like, Hannah, she's the one, she's so weird. She's like, I just want good vibes. I don't want it to be weird. And then she makes it weird and has bad vibes. I'm like, so did you? So here, let me know if you can hear this.
End of the year, what better way than to leave all the tension in 2025? So I just want to start. Charlie, we have not spoken since the reunion. From what I've gathered, you were not happy with me. From what I've gathered, you were not happy with me at the reunion.
Yeah, I just felt like your energy was really off.
Yeah, I will say I was not doing well. I was trying to handle that to the best of my ability. I'm sorry, I was not thinking about you. I was thinking about how I would be okay.
I accept your apology, you know what I mean, it is what it is, but you seem to be much cooler around Pepe, and I was just like, this is a bit weird because
Iris is my best friend.
And I think she was just being nice because, like, I was next to him, like, during the reunion.
I was just needing somebody there for me in that time, and Pepe was, like, there for me. And I think that just shows, like, a testament to his character.
I don't understand what happened at the reunion.
for me, I was like, it just left an impression where I thought, is this girl genuine?
But I wasn't, like, bad with you. We just, like, weren't friends. It wasn't like I was trying to be harsh with you. I literally, as soon as that reunion ended, I was fucking sobbing. I think that's what I struggled with a lot, is I just felt like there was so many unanswered questions. I needed to go. I was crying. Brian, you were there. I was fucking having a panic attack. I've been a pretty anxious person my whole life, but I think I had my anxiety on a pretty tight leash, and now I feel like it's making it hard for me to want to do things more, harder for me to leave the house. I haven't really figured out how to handle it, but I will say we weren't in a relationship. It was 5 days of my life. I just don't want to talk about what happened 6 months ago. I'm now in a relationship, and like I don't want him to open up his phone and be like, oh, why is this man on a podcast still talking about you?
Yeah, for sure, I get it, but it was never a podcast to go on and talk about Hannah. It was a podcast to go on and talk about my journey to getting on the show, and then my time in the show. And my time in the show involved the majority of you, the storyline. They're always gonna ask a question about you.
Wait, hold on. Are we back in the buildings? Like, where's the podium? Because I feel like people are standing on business tonight.
There's ways to like divert the situation, because if you open the comments, it's all like shitting on me, and it's like I feel like you're fueling that, and that's for me what hurts.
It doesn't feel good, but we all signed up for the public eye.
Yeah, but we shouldn't be adding to it.
No, I'm saying
How much like podcasts have caused all of us?
You are almost victimizing yourself and using me as like this villain for
Doing the damn thing, doing what I needed to do.
How do I
And
say?
was I supposed to cry for 40 days and 40 nights?
Not at all, not at all. At the end of the day, some people end up looking like a villain. Some people end up doing things that people don't like. It sounds to me like you're annoyed that people see me as a victim. You know, that's like some kind of self. Like she's annoyed with herself.
Yep.
Clearly, like things are being said because Austin went on our podcast and said that I'm a snake for how I did you.
Hannah, snakish. I don't like the way she did my boy Charlie.
Well, that's
So like that has to be something that you guys are talking about.
That's his opinion, and he's also my friend. The same way that you have an opinion on Pepe for what he did to her, he has an opinion on you for whatever reason.
Yeah, but bro, you were fucking telling her like, yo, like TJ's too young anyway. Like it wouldn't have worked. I'm glad you're with Pepe. And you're my friend, bro.
What, when we were discussing and talking about how you were saying though that his TikToks were putting you off. he's a bit younger, so maybe he's doing things
No,
differently.
Pepe was bothered by the TikToks. I said, get your back.
Yeah, that's not how I didn't. Conversation. How the fuck did it go down? They were both talking about how your TikToks were cringing them on, yeah, and putting them off.
Well, it's not like.
I mean, we talked about.
That's not like that big of a deal. Let's focus on the two people that are having the conversation. We're losing the plot here.
At the time, you and Pepe looked like you were going strong, and deep down all this time, all this shit was going on. Why didn't you just fucking end it? Do you know what I mean? Like,
because I think you're thinking that it's super simple. You're trying to make her seem like she is wrong. No, just stop. Because you clearly don't know what it's like to be in a relationship where you feel manipulated and you don't know how to navigate that. So don't ever fucking blame her for staying in a situation that she didn't know how to get out of. It is not her fault.
It's a unique situation.
I get that it's a unique situation. I get that it's a unique situation.
Absolutely not.
They just keep going in circles, and he's digging a hole that he doesn't need to dig, and he's digging himself deeper and deeper.
Guys, we're at the end of the year. What better way?
That was insane, right?
Insane.
Like, I'm like, what the hell? What the helly?
Hannah is so crazy. Like, being like, you're not allowed to even question why Iris would feel this way. How dare you?
You have no idea what it's like to be emotionally manipulated. We just saw emotional manipulation from Taylor. We indeed do, ma'am. We
You have no
She tried to correct
right.
him about exactly what she was doing.
It was crazy.
She was doing the exact same thing.
Yeah, Hawk Tuah Hannah. Exactly. There was Hawk Tuah costumes at Spirit Halloween store last year. They'll probably be available this year too. Iris and Hannah won't be friends by the end of the year. You're calling it. And look, TaylorMade, I don't know why they're able to unite over shared peen, but they do. And they are, well, Hannah's doing it more for, because you see, that was kind of like Iris, what's her name? Hannah was under an attack by Pepe. That's what they call attack whenever somebody talks back, right? So yeah. Pepe talking back, and Hannah was doing more taking up for Iris than for herself, and Iris wasn't taking up for her really at all. She just wanted to correct what the lie was that she wanted to stick to, that it was Pepe talking about TJ. It really wasn't to help Iris. So she is a very selfish, plotted bitch, actually, is what's coming off here. I'm not sure how or why she needs to act like this.
At first when this was going on, I really thought Hannah was getting close to Iris so she could say these things and it would register in her head that, oh, she might be talking about me. Because that's what I thought.
Yeah.
But then she kept on taking up for her. She kept, you know what I'm saying? Some kind of manipulate. I felt
so there's
like,
some Iris. There's some Iris bulldozers in here. We just
Hannah
got
by saying all these things.
Look, we just got hit with bullying and harassing for talking about the truth. It's so crazy. I'm telling you, like, they're just like those huda stands. Like, it's crazy. Just like them. You can't say nothing. Like, why even have the show if you can't talk about what literally happened on the show? It literally happened on the show.
Did I get the violation? Because I dropped.
No. You don't have to. Fuck them. My life does not contain the content mentioned in this notice, bitch. No. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? How the truth isn't bullying and harassing.
It's not, but you know, they think even if we just thinking and talking out loud, that's not bullying and harassment. But you know,
yeah.
Us
so
having a conversation about what we think might be is not bullying and harassing, but that's what they say.
Right. Exactly. Sharing a point of view that isn't freaking laced with favor for BS is somehow a flag for something. Like, that's crazy. It's Crazy, but whatever. We already know TikTok's on some bullshit. We,
Yep.
we already
Did
know.
you get my message that I sent you? Next time they do that to you,
What do I have to do?
I I come over to my page. I'll go live because I don't have any bad strikes, and we can go live together just like we are right now.
Right on, because I have this backup account I'm trying to get up to enough to be able to go live too
I know
also.
that's what happened. We were
But
in the middle of a live and you got cut off, and I was like, "Well, what happened?" And we were in the middle of a live, and I was trying to get through to you to tell you that I would go live and bring you back over here on my
it
page.
won't let me
You could have
join
ran.
either. When I get banned from live, it won't let me join as a guest either. So I just have to wait
Oh my god!
until the ban is lifted. So yeah. I get it. Mass Mama is in the house, you guys, and she says that's why she doesn't go live because she gets banned every time. Every time.
I
It's
ain't never
crazy.
been
It's
banned
crazy.
yet. I have.
But
I get violations, but then I give because you know how hard I be going over there, but I get violations, but I just wait for a couple of days.
yeah. And then look,
Say what I
it
gotta
still
say.
doesn't make us like them. There's only 64 people in here. I don't know which one of you is a freaking bot for the NPC PRs. But you know what? Go on from here. I rebuke you in the name of Black Jesus.
Yes.
Okay? Mm-mm. So anyway, like we were saying, they're liars since we already struck for telling the truth. They're liars. These girls are colluding against shared eggplants. And for some reason, he's okay with it as part of the trifecta. And I'm not really sure why he's pretending because everybody knows. Though you guys tell me in the chat and tell me up here on the panel. Do you know for real, IRL, any man that would watch somebody that he liked, even for a show, like go do what they need to do, and then come back to you, and now you like all honky dory with it, like it's just okay, and you guys are gonna ride off into the sunset together, and there's zero residual resentment about the fact that he saw you climb off of old boy that you're now trying to target. I'm just like, it's not giving authentic. So some people say that he's even a clout demon. Like they're saying that he's a clout chaser off of Iris, you guys.
I think that watching his face as Charlie was saying what he was saying, I don't know if you watching his face, his eyes drop. Anytime you bring up this conversation, it eat him just a little bit more. I think he really like her. But I think it's eating him up inside. And what's gonna happen is eventually he ain't gonna be able to take it no more.
Yeah, yeah. Because the same way that he knows they now talk about Pepe, it looked like he realized when Charlie said what he said that
Mm-hmm.
they used to talk about him the same way.
Yep.
Like it
His eyes
finally like
dropped to the floor.
stuck.
His
Thank
eyeball.
you. Yeah, it finally stuck. So he looked a little lost, and that's when they were doing all that stuttering. Will we talk to talk?
Right.
It doesn't really matter. It's not that much of a big deal. You just said it
But
didn't
I got
happen, so it either didn't happen or it's not that much of a big deal. You're like, you literally just got caught in a lie, lady. And then for Clark to get to the freaking confession and enable the liar by saying, oh, can we just stick to the people that we're talking about? Because you just got your friend in a lie. Your friend just got revealed to be a liar, ma'am. And you're like, oh, can Charlie just talk about Charlie? What? Okay, I see you. Hey,
I want
Vetta.
I got another one that I want you to dissect another topic.
Okay.
Coco and Clark.
I feel like she just used the wrong word. Clark had a complete point. And even this episode, it started with Clark admitting that she understood what the fuck Coco was saying. So she knew exactly what Coco was talking about. And she was playing ignorant and harped on that one word, semantics. And it was obvious she was just talking about, you literally were like doing everything with me. Like I was your girl. And then you couldn't even like just be like, oh, let her stay. You know what I mean? It was a valid point. And for her to be like, oh, I can be around her, but we don't have to. What?
I feel like Coco was trying to say. I felt like Coco was trying to say without saying it that me and you was a team. We were supposed to be a team against. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, that was code speak. That was code speak.
that
Like,
was close.
why did you have
That
to
was close.
second guess our plan? Because they came in as bombshells. So like they already have that little relationship, right? So then maybe they already knew that they were both going for Taylor, O's man, right? And so there was some kind of collusion there, also possiblement. And so Coco was just like, yeah, that went from being my girl to my op because she couldn't even say pick me. Like that hurt my feelings. And obviously I was more friend to her than she was to me. And I thought that was really interesting for Clark to also be so hurt, like, oh, you could have called me before you went on a podcast. Bitch, you were still at the villa. Like, I don't know what you wanted old girl to do. Like, didn't they have you still trapped on the island practically? And Coco, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it wasn't
so
as off.
They did not take part in this. I am so glad they didn't take part in this.
Me too. Oh my God. And I felt like that was some reheated nachos that they're going to get listeria from also, was because it was Olandria adjacent, because Olandria had already called Coco on the carpet for the same fucking podcast at the reunion.
Yep.
And the same reason at the reunion. So that means that you probably had already heard of this at the reunion, and then you wait 3 months to get to a camera to act like you have a problem with it. So now I'm thinking that Clark's full of shit. Because why didn't you mention it sooner? Why are we here now and it's all of a sudden, oh, well, she could have called me and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That sounds exactly kind of like, but Olandria was done with Coco because you only reached out to me in private and the disrespect was public. So it was like very adjacent in a way where I'm like, oh yeah, somebody just wants a moment, a fake manufactured moment at this girl's expense, because I don't think Coco was wrong. But now she's going to get alienated.
Coco called Pepe's phone to ask for Alondria.
Yeah, that happened too. And she was like, oh, I'm not fucking with it. Yeah. In that live, you mean, when they first got out the castle in the hotel room? Yep, I remember. She
called Pepe's phone.
I remember. She was trying to reach out, but that was also like she probably she knew she was going to have to kiss the ring and, suck it up and just like, get right with Ola to be around everybody. And which is, because everybody wants to be around Ola at that point, right? So that was kind of maybe pandering. That was kind of equivalent. And it's interesting that she called Pepe, who went to social media and was like, oh, Andrea, call me. Remember? I was like, I had a whole thing with that too. So those two have that same energy about calling a friend.
Right. They all did it. And they all, I'm not Pepe, but they all was willing to watch her go down. And now all of a sudden, everybody, that drives me crazy. That drives me crazy. And I wanted to tell you, while we was talking about it, then the thing popped up on your thing.
Oh, JD's phone, not Pepe's phone. Okay. Thanks for the correction.
What's this boy's name? Charlie. Charlie, and if you watch the reunion, when they came into that room, Charlie went to hug Hannah, and Hannah turned her back, her neck toward him, like she didn't want. So that's how come he said the bad energy. She definitely cold-shouldered him that day when they came in that room to sit there and watch them on the screen.
She did. And Charlie got right to it. She's like, you weren't happy with me. And he's like, because you were giving me the cold shoulder, bitch. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what? It's so weird. Oh my God.
She's
projecting. And it's so many elements of a fake police report happening that I can't. I'm not believing nothing. Usually I'm like, protect women, believe women, whatever. But in this case, I'm just like, I can't. I don't care about your police report. I don't care about nothing. I need to see I need to see whatever that internet person sent you that either said that there was a DT because you guys were copying, or that said and proved that Pepe was some kind of cheater to you who wasn't even his girlfriend at the time. Like, you were literally passing through.
Yeah.
And now he's a problem, and he disappointed you, and he terrified you, and he wasn't the person who he was in the villa, and he lied, and he's emotionally manipulative. It's just so many. Those are all character assassinations if it's not true.
Yeah, I was saying, like, also in the villa, Pepe stood up for Hannah. Remember, it was like during, it wasn't movie night. They had something like, they didn't have movie night. It was like when they wrote the notes or whatever.
Yeah.
Pepe was like, why did you guys treat Hannah dirty? Like, he had her back. Like, he was the only one who was like, guys, I didn't like how you bullied her out of the villa. Like, why did you vote her out?
Right.
So, I don't know.
Yep. Very interesting. That's like how quickly, and then he had also helped console Iris, but it wasn't. I don't feel like he sought them out to console them, because that goes over to TJ's. He preys on vulnerable blondes. He preys on vulnerable blondes. That's a very specific.
He Captain Save a Hoe.
Yeah. So he makes himself available to sad bitches. And it's a problem to TJ, because that's everybody that TJ wanted to run through too.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We only have 2 more Wednesdays to get through, and then it's straight to Love Island season 8. And I was saying in Shaday's live yesterday, and Desi was in there too. I was saying that I have 2 slots available for the upcoming season of Love Island for new clients. That I will be 2 slots, and that will be a couple. Like, it's him and her. It's not like 2 couples, because I learned the hard way last season that it probably won't be that way by the end. So I just have to kind of lock in and like pick my player, and see what we can get down with. But I do have 2 slots available for new clients in June, and we will be celebrating a year in June. In technically, I guess July is when they left the villa together, right? And so that'll be like a whole freaking year together. We're already at 9 months. They could have baked a baby already, you guys. They could have baked a baby. And I'm looking forward to that. So we only have 2 more weeks to get through. We'll see what go ahead.
He said he went through the trenches. He made it a year. That's what he said. I love this boy.
He is hilarious. He's hilarious. Yeah, he said that in the Couture video he's been posting all day.
I think it was in the Celsius video, something, because he was showing his cell phone that Olandria had called him. Yeah,
that was so cute. I love Nick. And I love how he's always just lifting her up. There's none of this manipulation, whether it be she has 0 qualms about going off and as high as the stars, be it to the stratosphere, with her dreams and goals with Nick as a partner. Whereas the juxtaposition is what we see Clark going through with the same person who Olandria, can we give it up to God Almighty?
Yep.
Because God knows what God is doing. One person's rejection is another person's blessing. One person's trash is God's treasure. You know what I'm saying? She thought that that's something that she wanted, but God was like, no, I have something even better for your experience. You think that's your person? No, I have your person, bitch. And his name is Nick Vans. He spoke life into her since she left the villa. They were in that live. She said, I want to be a model. He said, you will be a model. And what is our girl doing? And he said when he wanted to be a DJ, she said, you will be a DJ. And what is he doing? It's just like, they could be a thesis for somebody in relationships or family practice or something like that, on just how to literally ultimate support for your partner with no baggage, no wish that was me, no, oh, can I come too? It's not giving like how, remember when Tom Sandoval was always trying to do whatever the fuck Ariana was doing. She was doing a cocktail book and he wanted to take over the pictures and add this recipe too, because she couldn't have her own shit. You know what I'm saying? That's a different type of guy from Taylor who he doesn't want her to be her own person, not have her own shit, but not even be her own person. You know what I'm saying? So it's really
Taylor is
interesting
so
to see all
weird.
of these dynamics that play out in real life too. And it's a word to the wise and a PSA in relationship, ladies. Like,
And you know
then
what
she
she
said,
gonna
didn't,
find out later on? You know what she gonna find out later on about him?
uh-huh.
She, cause he said that they have to take care of their own horses, and if she not there, he gonna be done sold her horse and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
What she gonna find out is those little hands around that barn make as much as one of those bags costs, and then that mean you ain't nothing but
So you
nothing.
worked for your bag.
You mean nothing.
She got prepaid. That bag was a prepaid asset. Like he got her the bag and then made her clean the stalls all summer.
Exactly. That's what happened. And she
And it's
is
crazy.
gonna figure that out. It's gonna pop in. I hope
It
she
looks like it's already
smart enough
popping
for it
in.
to
I mean,
pop
she
in
wants to
soon
be in
enough.
LA. She basically, the look on Taylor's face when Clark was like, I can do brand deals and stuff. They went to Taylor, and Taylor looked like, so you wanted to be a Landria after all? You didn't really want to just be on this farm with me? Like, you tricked me. Like, he looked kind of tricked in that moment. Like, he was really disappointed that somebody doesn't want to just be up on the farm with him.
I don't know. I'm hoping this is just because I don't care if they stay together, but I'm hoping this is just part of the show. I'm really hoping that this is only a storyline that they trying to make up because there really ain't one.
Yeah.
I really hope so.
I don't know. I don't follow them on a lot of stuff. If they come up on my page, I happen to see them, and they have been making some TikToks still, some couple TikToks, which they were really good at. I think their Snapchats might be a little fuller of what they're going through in their relationships,
Her,
possibly.
her fans
Charlie
been
is the
asking her
GOAT
for a makeup
Galaxy.
tutorial since she got out the village. She ain't did it yet, so
Right.
that's why I'm wondering about these brand deals. What is these brand deals that you interested in? Because all of your followers since you left
Hey,
that villa
Kita.
been asking you for a makeup tutorial, and she still ain't never did it.
Right, right. And he doesn't really act like he wants to be on the farm too, because he got a little taste of this rich life too. You right, Kita? You right. I mean, not the rich life, but the kind of famous life, this influencer life. Like he has fun when he's out at these events. He looks like he's having a good old time. Hey,
Well,
Thony. Hey,
Taylor come from
Devonda. Clean the
Taylor come
stalls all
from money
summer is
anyway.
diabolical.
Yeah.
Taylor come from money anyway. I think they said great grandfather or somebody used to. I know the last name is Williams. They was the pony part of the Pony Express.
Yeah. And he started the black rodeo or something like that.
And so
But
yeah,
yeah.
it was like his family is my last name Williams, but I don't know that. But I know they got money. I don't know if you didn't see the picture of him and his father, his mother, his two brothers standing in front of the house.
Oh no, I didn't see that. Is it a grand house?
It's grand.
Oh, nice. I need to go check that out. I love grandness.
Yeah, it's grand.
But they all kind of, I mean, from what his mother was saying on the lines and the repostings and the likings of what his mom was doing, I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really care about their grands, but I do want to see it. You know what I'm saying? Because,
you see,
yeah, that was a
down
lot.
there, they black rodeo royalty. I heard that. Plus, he a Louis Vuitton model.
Yeah, and he does have a lot of stuff. He has a lot of swag, a lot of swags. He totally does. Yeah, do you guys think that, I don't think it'll happen because we haven't even seen it play out yet. Like, I feel like they totally would have shown us if this was going to happen. But the way TJ got Nick to come on for him, do you think that Clingy will have confused on for her?
Wait, what?
Say it again, cause it's so many.
So the three C's are
weirdos.
confused, canceled, and clingy.
Who?
So confused as Shelly, canceled as Sierra, and clingy as Clark. And how they were hanging out at Coachella, they were like, they left that weekend dubbed the 3 C's.
Oh my gosh.
So, do you
I
think
wish they would
clingy
bring on there. I
would
wish they
have?
would bring on there. I want her and Nikki to have that conversation. I want it, but I want it on camera.
Right?
Too. I feel that's the only grace I'll give Sierra is like, I feel so bad for that part. Like, it's, you know, like Nick really gave her no mind as soon as she left.
I don't think that was
but
wrong.
the thing was, he didn't like her in the big.
I know.
Yeah, like he totally. She was lying a lot. Econ.
He was throwing her coochie at him, and it was,
you gotta be honest. She threw the thing at him, tried to control him with the cat, and then she came and she was constantly lying on that man.
Constantly lied on him. She constantly lied on him. And the only and we know for a fact, if Taylor had not been coupled with Olandria, he would have went for it. Cause he, even when she was there and they was thinking about putting him off, his eyes got big, like, oh, this might be my chance.
Yeah.
It was. It was obvious. It was, if she didn't get it, I'm sorry.
A lot of people do agree, though, that she was owed some type of conversation. And I just want to know what you think that would look like. Because TJ wouldn't have a conversation with Iris. Because to the whole... Pepe only called Hannah. So did it have to be a meet and greet in person or just a conversation? And then could he have said that the silence didn't solidify? Like, him not saying anything said everything. Like, it confirmed that I wasn't...
Look, he didn't... Here's my thing. Nick did not owe Sierra, and he still does not owe her any closure or peace of mind. I just think he has, like... He already has the woman that he wants. He's already got, like, the great press and the brand. Like, Nick is doing so well right now.
Yeah.
That you would think, I mean, maybe Sierra really rubbed him the wrong way, and maybe he truly doesn't like her. That's what it kind of comes off as. But it's like, I feel like as a man, like, you should not want to, like, she was getting death threats, and I feel like Nick could have at the very least said, like, there's no beef with Sierra and I, like,
but was she getting death threats because of... What was she? How was her death threats his responsibility? Like, were those because of the Asian slur as an adjective, or were those what were they?
No, it was because she made a point, made a statement about Nick's sister and his mama, and you not fixing to talk about Miss Jennifer and Ella, and think it's gonna be good.
Oh, I didn't know that. Did he throw her under or something?
She said her and Ella got into words or something, and then she blocked Ella.
Oh, really?
Thanks, Kitty.
Yes.
What did she say?
I don't know. We got to go back.
I vaguely remember there was an unfollowing. There was an unfollowing, and then definite. He was done. There's no looking back after that. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, disparaged her character on interviews or something. She was mad because I think when she got out of the villa, she found out how hard Jennifer and Ella were going for nicolandria, perhaps. So maybe she said some things out the side of her neck.
There was something said.
Yeah.
We will have to go back. I will have to go back. If I find it,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she said.
Oh, and her handler was putting clown faces before she got voted off.
Oh, that's wild. I did not know that.
Yeah. So there was some stuff, and again, what could he have said? Because he didn't know why she got voted off until he got his phone back and got off the thing. So then what is he supposed to be like and call and be like, oh yeah, I support your racism? Yeah. Like, oh no, yeah.
That makes sense. You're right. I totally forgot that she was pulled and nobody knew why.
Yeah, thanks for the coochie. Like, what was he supposed to say?
Yeah.
Thanks for
well, what did we learn from this season? What did we learn? If you give the cat too early, These men don't care. They'll pay you no mind.
Yep.
It happened with Huda and Jeremiah. Happened with Hannah and Pepe. Like, if you do this, they get what they want, and
well,
that's
can
it.
we
They
also
don't care.
say that they get what you serve? They'll take what you serve, but then they don't want seconds.
Yep.
They'll take a fast
But then
food.
they-
They like fast food.
Yep.
Let's put it that way. Think of it as fast food. So you throw your thing, you do a drive-by cootie catch, and then you expect some ownership or entitlement to said eggplant. There is no entitlement. You are not entitled to further anything just because you threw a ball that they happen to catch. I mean, just because they didn't want to get hit in the head with the ball you were catching doesn't mean that they want to play a full game.
I wish I could teach this lesson to every young lady from
It's
the
a
age
lesson,
of
yes.
16 to 20, 30. That
Yep.
I don't care. All of us got one, and they all good.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? So yours ain't no better than nobody else's. I really need people to, that is not what's gonna get him.
Yeah.
You gotta have something up at the top. I wish I could teach every young girl this from the age of 16 to 30.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yep, and they said too, if you remember season 6, I feel like that was very female dominated season where the females kind of had the lead.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know if any of them did hook. I think maybe like 2 couples at the very end, but it wasn't like sex dominated. Whereas this season, all the ladies, I feel like, were giving it out, and it made the men feel like they have the power to, like, you know what I mean? Like, it totally changed the dynamic of, like, control.
Yeah. Yeah, they kind of did relinquish a lot. I mean, and Yoni's Rule the World, you guys. I don't know why they would have got on that show. Threw their thing around. They were all pretending just to be free throwers.
Yeah.
It was all fake and pretend. Girls, you're not faking nobody but yourself. We're emotional creatures. There's usually an automatic tie between the act and emotion for a woman.
Yep.
No matter what you want to play like. Everybody, if you tell the truth, at the time that you even tried that shit, you yourself got caught up. You thought you could do that. And you yourself had more emotional attachment to said eggplant than you even planned on. Because it's automatic.
Sierra threw it at Nick. I mean, he didn't have to do anything. She jumped on him. He didn't have to do anything. And then she was like twisting his words and saying
all the time.
Yeah, he says I'm the one. It's
and the other one who jumped on Jeremiah talking about, he wants to move in with me when we leave the island. He doesn't care that I'm a mom. He wants to move in with me. He can't wait till we leave together.
Oh my God, that was
like
bad.
It was like they sound crazy.
But Sierra did the same thing when they had talked about the relationship outside of the villa.
Yeah.
He was talking about, no, this is not part. We are not a couple. And she was saying, yes, we are a couple. And then when they agreed, he agreed that, yes, this is the way we're going to do this.
Yeah. And then remember with 404.
And she went on like they was engaged.
She did. She totally acted like that.
Congratulated us. What, they going to give us a coffee pot?
And remember the conversation, he sat down and he's like, well, I don't want to be closed off. I want to explore. And she's like, fuck freedom. Remember? She was like,
yeah.
That's like freaking
and
craziness.
I tell people, and this is my thing, at that point in the game, what's her name? Adriana had just came in. Yeah. Who else was there to be exploring?
Exactly. Who else was there? And I'm surprised actually that they're all so kind of cool with Adriana, because all of them, like even Nick at one point was like, that was the conversation where he was like, I don't want to get closed off, was because he was like willing to explore Adriana. And she was like, oh, fuck freedom. You know? And then she would do that leg drape thing too. That was another way. So she put the cat on and threw the cat at him. And then after that, every time they sat together, she would do the leg drape over his, like lock him down so he can't move nowhere like that. Like that. Yeah.
That's
All
just
these little
like
things.
when Orlando was laying on that bench in that black swimming suit, and she came and propped herself in between her. Nick was laying the other direction, so their feet would have been touching. She
Yeah.
came and sat in the middle,
Yeah.
and put her legs up in his vision so he couldn't watch her.
Yeah. Yup. Yup. It was form of manipulation. It was sure was, baby
Yeah,
boo. Then Iris want to get on that telling somebody else's business. Yeah, she was doing too much. And the Caucasian lady that was talking, sleeping with each other. Okay, all over the self, all over the place, embarrassing their family as in themselves. And it's interesting. And then, like, do you really think TJ's mom is hot for Iris, who was a lap jumper? Is she
hell
really?
no.
Is she really all in on that lady for her daughter? I mean, for her son. I mean, me as a mom, if I watched the girl who my son brought home or who ended up on a show and asked me to be in a clip about, I don't know if I'd be like, oh yay, her. You know what I'm saying? I'd be
Right.
like, you need to watch her,
Exactly.
son. Not without the you need to watch her, son, and keep it wrapped up conversation. I would not, it wouldn't be happening. It's not a smart thing to like indulge in, you know? I don't know. Hey, Nikki Darling. What's good? You remember Nick said things were just easy with C. Yeah, they were. Almost everyone on Love Island season 8 were strategic with their choice of partners. Oh, that's Love Island season 7. Sierra knew she would want it to be with Nick. Yep, all the bombshells came in earmarked. And remember, do not forget, never forget, hashtag never forget. Iris came in wanting to get at Nick. Iris came in wanting to get at Nick.
Yep, that's why she was mad when Sierra said that
Olandria
Nick and Olandria
had explored each other.
Explored. How dare you explore and I didn't even get none?
Yup. Yup. And that's why she's hardly ever at any of the things when Olandria was around and Nick was with TJ. Like, we don't really ever see Iris around Olandria. And even when they're at the same events, we never see a picture of them two just together, like smiling, cheesing, like there's any type of relationship. Because I think that
Same way she stood there and looked crazy when Jennifer came in, and Jennifer hugged Olandria and said, "I was rooting for you." Her whole
yeah,
face was like, "What?"
yeah, yup, yup. She
Nick's
came in the
mama
villa
came in
and
and said, "I
said
was
that in the
rooting for you," and she
confessional.
stood back there looking like, "Huh?"
Yeah, she came in the villa and said that Nick was her type. Yup. And Nick even said that Hannah was his type at one point. He did. And then when they
Yeah,
did the sexy challenge and they did that little kiss, it wasn't an Olandria kiss, but they did do the kiss and she was like, "Oh yeah, that was like who she liked." And then they had a moment in the bathroom. There's a clip, there's a reel around of like all the little interactions between Iris and Nick. And of Iris just saying little things like it was after a heart rate challenge. They were both in the bathroom and something about, did I get your heart rate up? And she's like, "Oh yeah, always," or something like that, she said. And I had missed all that stuff during the show, but I was like, all that happened. It was like a good minute clip, you guys, of little like things that had happened. And I was like, oh, okay, that is that energy that I was feeling like
It
she
ain't
don't
but
like
one.
Olandria.
There was not but one woman in that whole villa that would not have went for Nick, and that was Shelly, because her and Ace had a plan.
Yeah.
Every one of them women in that villa would have went for Nick. Every one of them that came in the door.
Yeah. Totally. And nobody really was messing with TJ. Nobody really wanted TJ either. I'm surprised.
Because remember, he insulted everybody
Yeah.
with the kissing challenge.
He
Remember,
wasn't
insulted
that nice.
everybody, said they couldn't kiss.
Yeah. And he's not original. If I was Iris, I would be like, didn't Nick say this to Olandria? Like, I would have already read him the riot act. You better get original with me, fool. This is not her whole. I don't know why you saying that stuff for her. They already got said. Like, I would be like, can we get some new material, bruv? Like, literally, I'm tired of dressing like the lady who got the man that I wanted. Like, that's psychotic. That's crazy. Oh yeah, he was very mean spirited, and I didn't know if it was because he's like a frat guy or what, you know? Because you know how, like, in the movies, those frat guys can be kind of rude to girls and, like, you know, just kind of like that.
I think he's
Yeah.
just uppity, want to be uppity, higher class. Which one? He not.
Hmm.
He good looking. He probably used to women throwing themselves at him.
Lynn,
And
on YouTube,
huh?
Mimi said Iris is the Calabasas humper.
See,
See you later, Keena. That is hilarious. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, there was a couple other things. So Beldasha, again, I thought it was really a vulnerable, very articulate, as they like to say, way of getting her point across. I love that she didn't resort to white lady tears when she was telling the men about how she had been, um, you know, left out. And I like how when she shared it with Grayson and Coco, they chimed in and also noticed what we noticed, that they're all on the same show but not part of the same cast. What else?
mm-hmm.
I loved how Coca and Bill Dasha helped out Charlie. Clark and Taylor, we already know. I don't know if it's a wrap, but it's feeling like we might be seeing a wrap come sometime soon, because if she does go to LA, he's not gonna be so happy about it. And the more her star rises, she's gonna realize that he's like not really supporting her. And there's nothing worse than trying to do your thing with somebody who's not really letting you do your thing. Like, you feel like you have to hold
Mm-hmm.
yourself back for them. Coco and Chris, we
Yeah.
didn't even talk about that. Now, I don't know. That's kind of given storyline. It's given like they were trying for a storyline, but never really had the feelings to match it. So we're getting this real friend thing coming off of them. I was feeling as a viewer, just on the lives I saw with him and Coco and him and KK, I was like, oh,
Right.
you and KK got a vibe. I was feeling something for him and KK. I was like, oh, there's a little crackle here. But whenever he hangs out with Coco, I'm like, oh, how's your sis? You know what I mean? Like, it's just a different vibe that I get from their energy. And who else? Jeremiah. I love Jeremiah. I love Jer Bear. And I'm the same way that Iris is disappointed in Pepe. I'm a little disappointed in what I'm seeing happen and unfold with his treatment of specifically Pepe. Because also, follow me here, their stories are changing. So the show just started. And he's already taken Hannah's side against Pepe. But in interviews, he's saying you have to wait and see what Pepe does on the show. But you're already mad at Pepe. So why do we have to wait and see he does another thing that you're already mad about? You see what I'm saying? Like, you're already mad. So what are we going to see on the show after you're already mad to make you madder? I don't get it.
I don't. Jeremiah. I I felt like he was done wrong by the boys in the villa in the beginning.
Me too.
I felt like he was done wrong, and that's totally on that little dude from California. Um,
He was at the Michael Jackson
I
show in
felt
that
like
damn bomber jacket looking like Mickey Mouse.
I saw him. I saw. But since he been out and he keep making these assumptions about things and then finding out that he wrong. Um, to see him hanging out with Nick and Alandra, I'm wondering if they all signed to the same,
Hmm.
which is the reason why he there. Because everybody, every time Nick and Alandria have something that they do together,
Yeah.
he there.
Yeah, he
Is this
does. I mean,
friends or
and I
what?
love that. And I've said that I love that he supports them. And I've also said that a friend to all can be a friend to some, because Jesus was that. And I know that Jeremiah is very Jesus, but he finally picked a side. And that's why I'm looking at him cross eyed, because I'm like, now you want to pick a side? Like, you didn't even have a side. I don't even really remember Jeremiah saying anything. And another lady says it on TikTok much better than I'm about to. about how he didn't really say a lot when Olandria was getting all what she was getting. I don't remember him even he said something like, "Oh, that's bad" or something, but he didn't like who was there to pick a side against, I guess. But in this case, for him to take a full Pepe's not my friend of everybody on the whole thing, Pepe's not my friend. And I think he's almost has a problem with Charlie too.
This is what I heard happen. I heard that Pepe was at the hotel. There's a camera at the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And Pepe walked in with a woman into the hotel. This is what I... But wait a minute. Don't get excited. What I heard was the woman asked him for directions. And he walked in and showed her where to go. And then they took the video of him walking this woman into the hotel.
Oh.
That's what I heard. I don't know how much truth is that. I heard it on another live. But what did he do? Because I ain't seen nothing.
Interesting. Well, and even if he did just walk out of a hotel, like, so I saw 2 clips of after they left the villa, and Iris scurried over to TJ's arms on the TMZ clip. There's a video of them right in front of the door doing an embrace. Then there's a video of them going to a car. There's a video of them going over to a car. Did you guys see that video? Did you see the video of them going to a car? They go to a car, they get in the car, they talk. They come back to the place, they go back. And then Pepe comes downstairs and she gives Pepe a big ass hug. Did you guys see that video too?
I didn't see that one. The last one.
When Pepe came downstairs and ends up having to say hi to TJ? You didn't see that one? Let me see if I can find it.
I missed that one.
Because, yeah, they met. There's a video of them walking over there. And then there's a video of another embrace. And then Pepe's inside the lobby. He opens the door. She goes over and she jumps into Pepe's arms. Did you guys see that? Austin? I don't know. Nobody's answering me. Okay, I'm going to find it for us while we talk. Because we're almost ready to go. Okay, TJ, Jaron, Iris, and Amaya, and Hannah. Obviously, they're in a group. The other group is Pepe, Bella, Charlie, Coco, and Grayson at this point. Am I missing anybody in the B group of the B group?
Chris.
Oh, Chris. Yes, Chris has to go in the B group because I don't think he's really getting shine like that. Oh, Brian. Is he B or A? He's trying to be A. Getting on everybody's side and going in confessionals wishing that Pepe would talk to Hannah and just take a fucking accountability. Really, bitch? Do you even know what happened?
On the B team. That's the B team.
Yeah, that's the B team. Yeah.
Because
they're full of bullshit. The B is full of bullshit.
If they was mixing with Nicolandria and making it happening and being it, I would say maybe part of the A team, but they not. They're not.
That is crazy.
Ace and Shelly even.
Iris, TJ, meet. Okay, where's the grainy video? Where's the grainy video? Is this it?
I saw the video her talking to TJ, but I did not see the one with Pepe.
Oh, I don't know. You have to see that.
Oh, wait a minute. Put it over your right there.
Let me see.
Like put it over your glasses and then it'll reflect.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Okay. She going. Is that TJ?
No, this is TJ and Iris. We should be seeing Pepe.
That's him. Mm-hmm. Then now they're gonna break off.
See, look. See, that's Pepe. She's jumping into Pepe's arms. You see that?
And then they go walk off.
Yeah. So when Pepe says that there was a cheating scandal, that's because she went downstairs and disappeared. And he even had to go downstairs and be like, where the fuck you at?
Yeah.
He went downstairs to get her.
That was a cheating scandal. She thinks she wasn't a part of a cheating scandal when TMZ, I'm not...
TMZ, Johnny on the spot. I don't own the rights to that. That was available on TikTok. But yeah. So now they're all like anti-Pepe. It's just so very interesting to see.
They keep on saying, no, that's Austin. Y'all think that's Austin?
They saying that was Austin that she's hugging? Let me see. At the end? Oh, you're right. You're right. Okay, my bad. You're right. That is Austin. Look. Okay, that is Austin. So look, Pepe never even came downstairs. So did Pepe know she was even down there? Austin is the second guy. You're right. So, okay, the video is that they're downstairs. So I wonder how Austin feels about Iris. If Hannah's a snake for how she did Charlie, I think Austin and Pepe get on okay. I don't know. But yeah, I misspoke, you guys. Okay, correction. That's Iris, TJ, and then Iris and Austin. But they never had anything at all on the island.
Right.
So, but Pepe was upstairs in this video. He's allegedly upstairs in this building, and she came down and did this. And that's what he was mentioning on Tish Miley's interview, or Cyrus's interview.
Yes.
Yes.
Right. But my thing is, ain't the interviewer supposed to find out what the information is about the couple? Ain't that why they there?
Yeah, and so Charlie mentioning anything, or anybody, even if the girl mentions something, it's not really that big of a deal. Just be accurate, you know? I don't know. I really hope.
I don't know what they so offended by.
I don't know.
What you so offended by that the interviewer asked them about you and then they have to give. What are you offended by?
Like you literally hopped in the person's lap too. So I don't know. It's just interesting. I'm going to go ahead and watch next week's episode so you don't have to. Then we'll come back here and talk about it some more. But that's it for today's live. I've had the best time, Lynn. Thanks for popping through. And Econs, thanks for being up here. And everybody else.
And make sure you go on my page and look at that video.
Yes, I'm going to leave here and go there. I'm going to leave here and go there for sure. And yeah, we've been just talking about Villa Talk. And I call it Villa Talk because our faves met in the villa. And now this show is because of the villa. And we call it, oh look, because of the villa. But it's Beyond the Villains, the BTV, because they're being very villainous over here. Anyway, make sure you smash that like button, smash the subscribe button over here in the YouTubes. Thanks for being here. Ring the bell so you know next time I upload a video. And over here on the TikTok, I don't know if you want to ring a bell or anything because I post a lot of different stuff and your thing might be going off a lot like it does for GroupMe in my work. But yeah, make sure you, I don't know, just keep an eye out. Keep an eye out. Oh, and follow my backup page, please. Okay, you guys. And Lynn, I'm going to your page after this. And everybody, thanks for coming. Thanks for the gifts. Thanks for being you. Thanks for your POVs. And we'll see you in the next videos, people.